that's kind of where that story comes from. Or it may have been St. George. I don't fucking remember. And it was like a god thing, and he fights a big gas dragon and kills it at the end. Anyway, I try to read. Yeah. Oh, right. It was St. George because the whole thing is also the thing for the Dragon Slayer movie from the '80s. Except in that one, and as in the St. George myth, it's what is it again? Oh, right. They do a raffle thing, like they'll give up some of their kids to the dragon to eat, so he doesn't destroy the whole fucking city, and he agrees to this. And eventually, St. George comes through. He's got God on his side and everything. And he comes through because the daughter made it sure she was the one to be killed because he got tired of everybody getting killed. And the father, like in the movie The Dragon Sword Layer, whatever the fuck it was called, because it's from this original myth, has it where, but this has actually nothing to do with the story, but a little bit. Anyway, where she will sacrifice herself instead so people quit dying. And now the father wants to stop it. They're like, no, you didn't want to stop when everybody else's kids was dying, so fuck you. Which makes sense. Anyway, so St. George shows up and he says he's gonna go fight the dragon, and he ends up saving the daughter. Now she's okay with being saved for whatever reason. And yeah, he kills the dragon. But basically, in this story, they just have St. Justin, the Shining Knight, come in and kill a bunch of dragons he's by himself. And that's the story that fucking Deathstroke keeps reading to Jericho as a kid. Of course, Jericho. Deathstroke distances himself from his kid and his family when he realizes that he's kind of a little monster and he's in a fucked up situation. Of course, Bethany, I think that's her name. Anyway, Peggy Carter stand-in basically gets pissed that he did let her get away and disconnect from him because anyone else would have fought to, be connected with his child. But I get it because he's a fucking crazy-ass assassin. All I would do is keep being in this situation. Basically, Jericho's fine until he's 16 or 15, whatever the hell. A teenager when Rose decides to kidnap him with the help of the Jackal, who's now taken over Hive. And yeah, as after Deathstroke's family to destroy him because he killed his daughter. And Rose is the child of this woman Deathstroke had an affair with right before he was going to marry his wife. He's not, he's the Deathstroke. He's not exactly Mr. Loving superhero. He's not like that much of a They made him an asshole, so it doesn't be a one-for-one comparison. Like I said, it's a good story. The artwork's fine. It's a different art style than I would have picked, specifically since the original story was done by George Perez, and this is completely different from George Perez's style. But it's a good style. It's definitely not the Househead style or the styles they've been using for their DC movies recently. It's very different. Kind of cartoony, kind of not. Kind of one of those, like a Vertigo book type style. It's that type of artwork. It's good art, but it's not, your super detailed artwork style, which is interesting in this type of movie. It works, it's good. And the voice acting was good, the villain was good. I wouldn't show it to kids. If you're an adult, you want to say, pretty good. Everybody does a good work job in their parts, and Deathstroke isn't exactly a hero. It's kind of like what you would expect when they had him to be a hero in his series. He's kind of the anti-hero dick that he's always been, but he's able to make it work for him. So, yeah, that's all I got on that one.